Hello, Ohana. Soul Dr. Nick here. And wanted to share with some of you, especially if you're new to the breathwork and new to me and have just been introduced to this, who I am, how I came to be here. And this is the 2025 edition because every year feels like a lifetime. And so, what are the updates? What are the changes? Well, for most of you, what will really help is to know that I trained as a medical doctor. I am a father of a 4-year-old, and I'm a husband. And I have a lovely kitty cat named Bao Bao as well. And what makes all those things important? Well, I'm well versed in the Western medical side of things, the physiology, all the changes in the body. And that helps me to create a container that's really safe for your physical body. And we'll speak to that as well. And then, as well, I'm a father. So you know that I have such a care and love for beings. And all of us, in some way along this journey, are children. And for many of you, in terms of the field of consciousness and breath, relative to me, because that's what we have learned how to do things, is relative and comparing, yes, I imagine you're more of a child, and that's okay. I've been facilitating retreats where the oldest participants were 69 years old, and they realized that in this world, relative to me, they were children. And it was perfect because I got to be firm and kind. And I'm also a husband. I've been married for about 6 years now, and it's fantastic being with someone who I know is always on my team and is always there to ground me and challenge me whenever my ego takes off and support me whenever I'm stuck in my head going, oh my God, everything is ending. And then I now have a cat, which is part of the story of what's unbelievable because I grew up 38 years with asthma and needing multiple medications, antibiotics twice a year, everything you can think of to take care of it. And I always told people I have the weak little lungs. I'm going to die first. It's going to be okay. And then I was part of a medicine ceremony in 2018, and everything changed from that point. And I realize now everything changed not just from that day. I needed that catalyst, but I put things into place. I committed to not drinking because I realized that was causing inflammation. I was coughing every time. So I was like, no. And we went from drinking dozens of bottles of wine a year to not drinking at all, really. And as well, I committed to regular practice of meditation. I had, at that time, I was using a new calm medication, but I've done transcendental meditation. I've done the way, I've done insight, I've done so many different meditations. And then I also got into breath work. That was a couple years later. I thought, I'd never do this. Who would want to pay me to breathe? And especially breath work is silly as well. But I got into that and I loved it because I could create these states of consciousness change and help myself realize and others realize that you are your own medicine. And so I have participated in thousands of breath, facilitated thousands of people, and it's fantastically fun, exciting, and new all the time. And people wonder, why do I do this? Well, I do it because the three things that I try to keep in mind for work is easy, lucrative, and fun. This is easy for me now. It doesn't mean that there aren't challenges that are completely unexpected, but in general, it's easy. It's lucrative because really, I'm doing something I love, I'm having fun at, and usually I'm getting sustainable, fair exchange of money as well. And it's fun because I'm just playing. I'm a big kid inviting your big kid to come out. Because with that kidness, you can actually take a look at what you've been avoiding, what you've been hiding, what you haven't been able to hold on to and love about yourself, and then taking a look at your own values, taking a look at your own belief systems, your stories, taking a look at your feelings, taking a look at the idea that you've been trying to keep things the same, and you come to these spaces because you're willing to, in a couple of hours, open yourself to whatever change wants to be there. And each of you will go through your own journey. And that's what I love. I can have 100 people online and then another who knows how many people listening to the recording, and everyone will have their own journey. And it will be theoretically the same music, the same talking, the same energy in the space, and working forwards and backwards through space and time and across the world. And it is truly across the world. I've had people in Tahiti, I have people in Bali, I have people in Germany. It's so much fun to be wherever you are. And so for me, where are things now? Well, instead of just creating a vision for this lifetime, I'm looking at what can I make possible for the generations to come, even 40 generations, 1,000 years. And what do I want to create for my children, my Ohana, my family? What do I want to create in terms of health and wellness and buildings and natural nature, while also embracing technology and AI, because I want to bring the consciousness to the creators of AI. Because if we can imbue the consciousness into those who are creating, they can create with consciousness. Because every single tool, I wouldn't want to be without those tools. What would I be without this phone to record, the internet, cars, energy, resources the way we have? I love it. And I want to harness it in a way where it feels like it's sustainable, fair exchange, not just between me and you, but between me and the world, me and the cosmos, me and the things that are seen and unseen. And so this is Soul Dr. Nick. I play in all the different realms. I continue to explore. My number one thing is my self-development. I've been doing enemas every day for about 600 days because I want to clear things out. I say today is a wunderbar day because I think it's going to be awesome, and it is. I take a look at the sunshine, I breathe, I support, and I'm practicing more and more stepping into the things I know how to do best and getting supported for all the other things. So I'm so glad you signed up for the breath. This is one of the things I know how to do best, and I look forward to breathing with you, being with you, and come back again and again and again. Ciao for now.